interesting. Could you give me any more details? Oops, I don't mean to overstep. I'm envious. I haven't been able to interact with other Muslim women at all.
Okay, you got the noise in the back.
Not that I've ever wanted to in the first place. Please, we're friends now, so call me Radiant. Alright, now I'm really honest. If you want to meet other noble women, then I'd like to invite you into the group. Seems like it would be the perfect place for you to meet people, and I know
You
I
still got
would
the noise in the
certainly
back.
benefit from having a friend like
Yeah, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, guys. Like always, thank you guys. Before you come in, please make sure you hit that like button. If you have not done so already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you have not done so already, please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. Happy Wednesday, guys. Happy Wednesday, guys. What's going on? What's popping like it?
I know what's cracking with you.
Yeah, all good over here, y'all. Let's go, let's get it.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Jordan. Do your thing.
What's going on, people? What's going on? Glad y'all here. Y'all with us, you with us. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I want to thank y'all for all the subscribers. We really appreciate it. Like I said, we almost at 1,000, baby. We almost there. So y'all see the title. We gonna go at it. You know, I want to keep the topics keep flowing on. You know, keep the chats talking, keep the chats talking. So we're gonna talk about the difference between man cheating and woman cheating. You know, this is a popular topic. Oh, just hear me out. What's going on, yo?
Yeah, just hear me out with the bar. The show's so nice, I like it twice.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Just hear me out.
Yes. So yeah, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna keep the topics hot and strong. And you know, the topic, like I said, we're gonna talk about the three men cheating and women cheating. You know, it's always the topic we always talk about in YouTube spaces, and also, you know, outside the public. You know, talk about friends about it, family about it. You know, what is the difference? You know, between man cheating and women cheating. You know, like I said, like do women cheat? Does she cheat emotionally? You know, or does he cheat like a man, or do men, you know, do they cheat just to cheat, or do they cheat mostly like women? So, like I said, we definitely gonna talk about it. I have a couple videos that we're gonna post up, and after that, we're gonna get at it. And I know the chat's gonna be, you know, they're gonna be wilding, they're gonna be wilding. So go ahead, Ian.
Definitely. We want to give out to our extreme guests, our lovely Miss Lovely, Elite Bellizo. How you doing today, Chevy?
What is going on?
Queen, it's a pleasure to have you here with us. You know what I mean? And just hear me out is back here with us, my homie, my brother from another mother. We're gonna do this. Let's get it on. While I put on my grandpa glasses on. Hold on.
So this question for the men: why do we cheat on good women? We get a woman to check every box. I'm talking about good personality, sense of humor, take care of business. I'm not a man that believe in gender roles, but she take care of home, she take care of the kids, she treat us with respect, she ain't annoying, she don't get on our nerves, she ain't clingy, she a lady in the streets, in the sheets. She always wanting to have you ate, and if you're not, she finna whip it up and bring you a plate. Gonna go that extra mile for you. I'm talking about always thinking of you. She ain't even high maintenance. It don't even take a lot to please her. But for some reason, we always want to go after something that don't even compare to this woman. I'm talking about on no level. When people see who done broke up a happy home, he did that for her. That's who he was messing with. I've been sitting and pondering a lot of things, and that so happened to be one of them. So men, why is it that we can have it all and still be a dog? Let's talk.
What I've discovered as a relationship expert, a licensed counselor, when women cheat and you break down and figure out why it happened, 9 times out of 10, it will always go back to she started to have a conversation with someone else. In other words, men try to get connected with women sexually. The reason that women get to connected to other men is because of conversation, because they're conversationalists, because they want conversation. Brothers, if you are neglecting your lady in conversation, remember I said 14 hours a week, you are making her vulnerable to getting that conversation somewhere else. I'm not saying it's right. What I'm saying is when you don't give her the conversation that she needs, the meaningful conversation, the good conversation, she's vulnerable, she's tempted to getting it elsewhere. And so, brothers, I want to remind you, give her regular conversation. You want her to be faithful to you. You want her to be committed to you. You want her to be loyal to you. Give her regular conversation. Fill up her love tank with conversation. Fill up her mind with conversation. Give her regular, don't allow some other guy to come into your lady's life and to give her the conversation that you're not willing to give her.
Mic drop. That was serious. That was serious.
Oh, go ahead, Jordan. You muted.
Oh, it's not one more video? I only sent 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I only sent 2. I lost it. But yeah, but hey, you know, we're gonna get to this discussion, talking. You know, that one guy, he really talked about the conversation part because, you know, there's sometimes, you know, when you're not giving like a woman a daily conversation, you can meet her out, she's gonna see conversation somewhere else and be another man. But yeah, guys, we're definitely gonna talk about it. So I'm gonna pass it to you guys. You know, what is the difference between men cheating and what's the difference between women cheating? Go ahead, fellas.
Now I was looking into the stats. Stats show like 24 to 28% of women cheat because of the lack of like they pretty much what the guy said, the lack of conversation and the lack of connection. Women don't really cheat when it comes to the sexual. When it comes to a sexual escapade, they mostly cheat because of the simple fact of they're not getting really that connectional part. Now, men cheat when it comes to physicality. Women cheat when it comes to emotion. And I always tell women that all the time because some women believe that they're not cheating because the simple fact that they're having a conversation with someone other than their significant other. And I always tell them, yes, you are cheating because the simple fact is y'all cheat emotionally. When a woman's thinking about the guy like, oh man, I got to hit him up in the middle of the night because I'm going through something, she's cheating. She don't have to do it on the physical level. It's just that emotional part is very, very serious when it comes to a woman. And this is why a lot of guys typically don't understand why women always fall for the Pookie and Ray Ray, because the Pookie and Ray Ray know how to have conversation with a woman. They know how to approach a woman. They know how to talk to a woman than a regular man do. Yes, you may have the 6 figures. You may have the good job. You may look good. You may have the nice car. You may have everything. The guy down the street may be a straight up bum, may be useless for society. However, when his mouthpiece coming, he know how to talk to her and make her feel like she on heaven on earth. If man could simply understand that, the relationship would go a long, long way. Like I said, I love that second clip because I learned that from an OG. So him being an OG teaching that game, I wish a lot of men would sit down and really listen to that TikTok video because that was literally free game. That would solve a lot of issues. But that's my take for now. But go ahead, Hakeem.
I thought this was a very beautiful situation and a beautiful, I say situation, but this is a beautiful topic. I look at it from a different perspective, and we do cheat for so many different reasons. And a lot of time is, and this is something that I think even myself I've experienced. What that guy said was true. Another reason is certain women will get with you with the expectation of thinking that you'll be somebody different later. You know what I mean? And they've already been there so long that they say they're dealing with it until it's time for them to leave. I think that a lot of us are just not content. This is why we're willing to cheat, and some people just don't want to leave their anchor for the person they know they're cheating with. Most people who cheat and the people they cheat with don't even be on the level that the guy that they're cheating on with. It's, you know what I mean? God knows what the reason is, but from an individual point, everybody got their own reason why they cheat. That's my point for now.
Okay. For me, I think, like I said, I'm gonna go talk to the women who've been cheating. Definitely for emotional reasons. It could be definitely because, like I said, what guy we say you're not giving them like good conversations, or like I said, or we talk to them, you starting off good, but the next day, you kind of ignoring everything. It start off good, then once you start, and it's to me, I'll tell you this, it's have to be sometimes, and it happens in America. There's sometimes, like I say, I might, me and my wife have good conversation, months and months and months. And then there's sometimes like something might happen at work and I come home, I really don't talk about it sometimes. Because my wife always asks me, how work is and everything. But sometimes I might talk about it, but sometimes something might happen at work and I don't talk about it. And then sometimes for me, it kind of frustrates day by day by day. And I think men sometimes when something like happens, they don't talk about it, be open about it, or open about certain things, they don't talk to their woman. And then, and then a woman might see you start acting, a little bit differently in a way. You might not see it, but they can see it. And then when they see it, they might swivel somewhere else, talk to somebody else. They might have their phone or might have the social media or Instagram that, that can happen. And that's, like I said, and that, that happens all the time. That definitely happens all the time. So that's one of the reasons. Going back to a man cheat, there's a lot of reasons a man cheat, but I'll say this. I feel like I'll give you like one reason a man might cheat. A man might cheat that he might have his girl, but he might get his girl and everything. And I'll say this happens all the time. It's always maybe a chick, they might come out, maybe from a job or maybe at a fitness center that sometimes you might check out. And then sometimes she might think, she might think there's someone that might step up to you and everything and might have one conversation with you because he likes you and everything. And then sometimes when you have a girl, some girls like get that interest like, oh, wow, he has a girl or possibly be married. And some women find that attractive to a man because he sees that stable and they feel like they want something like that. And so a woman might approach to a man and might, like I said, be feminine, flirt a little bit. And sometimes a guy might fall into that. And when guys might fall into that and she looking nice and everything, that can get a man in trouble. That definitely gets a man in trouble because if you start exchanging numbers, you start texting her and everything, and he might messaging her on Facebook, direct message on Instagram, try to keep you on the low and everything, and then boom, pad turns into an affair or a long-term cheating. There's, like I said, I want to go to that aspect because, like I said, it happens. Like I said, there are some times when, like I said, you with a girl. Like I said, there's temptation. There's temptation everywhere. There's temptation in certain places. And some men, they fall to temptation and they step out, and really not having that deep discipline. And I know that, and they don't know they had that deep discipline because, they look at a girl, she look good, and then, like I said, they talking and they might step out. He might talk and eventually something happens. And I was looking at Instagram, what's the best type of sex? Mm-hmm. And I think it was like the third one. And a lot of people pick the sex part of having sex when it's wrong. And that to me, that's majority when people pick that's usually cheating. So, but yeah, I feel like when a man that's that reason when a man cheats, like I said, you don't have deep discipline. When a girl comes up to you, you married and you're in a relationship, and She start flirting with you and it takes it to another level, and then boom, down, you cheating when it's a long-term affair. That's my take on it for
now. Just hear me. I say, want to call out a warning. If you're a woman and spending all day on Facebook, on her phone or whatever, men need to be paying attention because they can be forming an online emotion if you're not talking. That's facts. And if your wife or your girlfriend does make a connection online, you're already in a deep hole because you're being compared to a fantasy life in a fantasy world without problems in every single day. Just hear me out. It's funny you say that because I have a friend of mine who's married, who's going through the same situation. He's getting a divorce now. You know what I mean? The wife, listen, it's gotten to the point that the wife got 2 phones now.
Does she have a business?
No. She got 2 phones because he found out, and then she had one phone and have the other one because he was doing this. Mm-hmm. What's in the dark always going to come to light. But let's be serious about here. Yeah, let's be serious about here. Cheating on both ends of the spectrum, man or woman, has to deal with how deep it gets. We all know most women, when they cheat, is emotional. Men cheat for sport at times. Sometimes a nigga smash something, don't even remember the chick name. But I know women don't understand that from that point. And they say you shouldn't be doing it at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not condoning cheating. But I do understand from a perspective why it's done. You know what I mean? And a lot of women have to understand certain things too. If you're in a relationship and you're restricting certain things in a relationship and he can't get it from you, where do you think he's going to go get it from?
Yeah, Hakeem, that's true, because us as men, we're visual. If there's something we like, a nice body, all natural, nice, body,
yeah.
The top is good, the bottom is good, we gonna look.
Yeah, we definitely gonna look. But some women don't think that. Accept me as I am. The way you got them is the way you got to keep them sometimes. I'm just talking about Pacific, man. I'm not talking about the way you got them is the way you give them. You have, and there's tons of issues on why women cheat: sex, money, and I forgot what the third one is. If you are not making enough money and she's paying majority of the bills, she's going to be compelled to cheat on you with somebody with a little bit of money. Even if the person is not going to take her, it just make her feel like, okay, I'm smashing a rich dude. So, but you still lose at the end of the day, because the guy you're cheating with would say, "You're willing to cheat on your husband. What would you do with me?"
Thanks.
Yeah, shout out to Gore. Shout out to Gore. It's in the chat, y'all. What's going on, Gore? Good evening, good afternoon. I don't, some people on different time zones, so I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to be transparent as much as possible, man. These different time zones, but shout out to Gore. Hakeem, are we live on Instagram? I know you always give a shout out to people on Instagram.
We are live.
Okay, but the whole aspect, I don't like when they keep putting men in the box too, because at the same time there is some men who do cheat when it comes to the aspect of when it does come in the aspect of emotions, because some men do cheat out of emotion. Because some men say, "Man, I'm cheating because my girl don't tell me how was your day at work," or my girl don't tell me or don't give me good morning text, or she don't even check up on me. Some men cheat on the aspect of that. So we cannot always use the box of men always cheat for physical escapade, because I do the same thing too. I like men cheat because of physical reason, but that's not always the case. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was in a relationship, it almost had me thinking about cheating because my girl didn't want to text me good morning or see how I was doing, because there's other women that would do that. So, Jordan, I was going to tell you, that's a good thing your wife is doing that, because there's a lot of women who don't even check on their man. They've been married over 20 years, don't even ask their man how work is going. So that's a good qualities that she has. So I think we as men and we as women need to start putting men in the box. That's just my opinion. So go ahead, Jordan.
You want to say something? I had to start.
Yeah. Let me give a shout out to the Instagram family that's watching us. Ashley103, shout outs to you, Queen, and Dr. No Job from the No Job team. Go right ahead.
There's a story I want to tell you about when I won. This is I'm not gonna say any names because this is the person I used to work with. This is why I live in Miami. When I think it was so out of control. I didn't want to, like I said, it was around the area. It was around the vicinity, but I was trying to forget about it. So I remember there was one time. This was probably like 8-9 years ago. Of a pregnant woman cheating on her man. I think she was like 6-7 months pregnant. Mm. And the thing is about it, they both work in the same place. And the pregnant woman that she cheated on was a guy that works there as well, but he worked like in a different section and everything. So how I found out was that the pregnant woman, the guy that she cheated on, I kind of talked to her. We was cool at the time. And there was one time I went to work and, we was talking every day. And then, the chick that was pregnant, she walked past us and every day. And then once he walking past, he was like, yo, man, she got a fatty. And I'm like, what? And I didn't think nothing about it. I'm like, I ain't want to ask him about that. But the thing is like, because I knew she was like, still with the baby daddy at the time. And I know the baby daddy at the time. And then I ain't thought about it, but later that day, I saw they was talking and everything outside of work while the baby daddy wasn't there at work. And so I asked the guy, hey, did you have sex with her? He was like, yeah, I did, which was crazy. And then my thing is the pregnant woman who told the guy this, I told a guy about your baby daddy. He's like, yo, he's not doing nothing for me. He's not there. He's not there for the baby. He's like, this doesn't care about everything. So what I'm trying to say is the reason like that some women might cheat is because, they're not getting the emotion they need for a man, the emotion they need for a man, or, being there. And, a man's trying to be there for his woman and everything, taking care of their Polish responsibilities. And it's just how I found out that the guy told me about it. It was just to me that it was low. It was very, very low, but it was shocking to me just to see something like this. But it tells me, like I said, man, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, even if a woman might be pregnant, she will cheat on you.
That is a fact.
Sure.
Just hear me out. Say men and women usually are cheating for the same reasons, but in different ways. It's an escape from the problem they aren't being dealt with in a relationship. That's a fact. That was a therapist answer too. Yeah, I'm adding men are equally at risk of cheating online for emotions. Women, keep that conversation going with your man. Gore said traveling for work. Oh, I'll be in East Coast the whole time in the month. Make it easy to catch up shows afterward. Yes. Yeah, we was about to put an APB out on you, man.
Sir.
Yeah. And drive safe, Elite Belzo. But back to the conversation. My brothers, when we sit here and we think about cheating, none of the stuff is okay. But from an adult perspective, we kind of understand a little bit from the optics point of view or why somebody would do the things that they do. If you're unhappy, you're unhappy. But sometimes people can be so financially tied that it's hard for them to leave a relationship. Or kids are involved. You feel me? Mm-hmm. If the kids are involved, best believe people are not leaving. And then sometimes people need to go out there to see if they're missing something. And then they'll be like, oh, I got it out my system. Let me get back. But the trust had been broken. Now, here's the thing. And I'm going to pass this on to you. Shout out to Daryl Long in the building. King, we miss you. Back in the days, cheating was a lot more accepted, but it was the way it was done. Most women stayed in relationships even though the man cheated. Right now, cheating has gotten to a disrespectful height. This is why some women still stay, some men still stay, but depending on the outcome of the cheating. Some men cheat back in the days, but the bills were still paid. Kids were still going to school. He was there in the morning to cook breakfast, you know what I mean, stuff like that. And the wife at that time just chalked it up as, you know how men are. Go ahead, my brother.
And the thing is about it, Hakeem, back in those times until now, you know, women now look at their mothers and grandmothers that's still married, who of their husband might be cheating, think of their grandmothers or mothers as fools of staying with their, you know, with their husbands. They really think they're fools. But the thing is, it's like that's not the case. It's like they was doing it for the family. And that's why you see, you know, other races, you know, they stay together even though stuff happens. But the thing is, we like I said, they worked on it. They worked on it. Either they worked on it one-on-one, or you know, worked on it with talk to marriage counseling, or get a therapist or something like, or get therapy for themselves so they can figure out if they got emotional traumas in the past that kind of push them to cheating from past relationship and everything. But yeah, I feel like, you know, today it's like, you know, the number one thing, if you're not for woman, is cheating. He's done with. You know, they're done.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, you could be in a relationship 5 years, you could be married for 5, 10, 50 years. If you slip up one time, they're gonna file for divorce. Easy.
Yeah.
But do you consider if you find out a woman cheated, do you find the woman to be less of a woman if you find out she was cheating?
No.
Go ahead.
No. Ironically, I'm lagging. But ironically, no. Funny enough, Rona, you said a good point. If this was the 25-year-old me, I would have thought you was a slut, a dirty cunt. But the 40-year-old something made me understand, like, I've done the same thing. Who am I to judge her? The only time where the situation comes a little bit complicated, if you got pregnant, all bets are off. All bets are off.
I agree with that. I can 100%. Like I said, man and woman can make mistakes all the time. You know, stuff happens.
Yeah.
But if you get pregnant, that just told me that, wait a minute. So you slept with this man without a condom. You know, it was unprotected sex, no plan B, no nothing. You just didn't care. You just didn't care at all. You just went in and it's like, oh, you know, I got pregnant. Like, oh no, nah, that's off right there. Definitely off.
Gore says, I get why people do it, but it's not worth it. You're right. I barely have time for myself after work. How does anyone squeeze an affair? I barely have time for the gym. Facts. That's another point what he just said is the climax. We about the point. We about to get into that point. And our beloved brother here, hey, true. Bro, we done put an MPB out on you. We done hit you up. We done called you. We did everything under the sun to look for you. We couldn't find you.
Hey, remember? Hey, he must be having fun on his birthday. You remember last week was his birthday, so
yeah,
he was turning up all birthday week.
So he was balling out. But I don't know if y'all want to get before I put my point out about what Gore just said.
Yeah, no, Gore is totally fact. For me, I keep myself busy. I personally keep myself busy. Sometimes like I need some more time during the day. And to me, when I get older, it's like time be moving fast, and I just keep myself busy. It's like I don't like I said. To me, I have tunnel vision. You know, there's stuff I gotta do with the podcast, working, wife. It's so much stuff to do, and to me, it's like I can't even think about talking or texting another woman because I got other stuff I gotta worry about. Period. Go ahead, I can.
Fam, let's be 100%. Most men after 35, y'all barely got enough D just to hit one chick. To hit multiples? Let's be serious about it. Gorgeous said something serious. When do you have time to cheat as an older man? I'm not saying it's impossible. If he is cheating, it has to be a real extreme situation. Because the time we spend to get money, if we can slip in another two outside of you, then the relationship is already crumbling. You feel what I'm trying to say? The thing is, we're not emotional creatures and we don't need conversation. We just need you to be there. Sometimes you could be sitting right there, passing the beers like, okay. That was, but we understand a woman's love language is different. You feel what I'm trying to say? A woman's love language is different. So it's a point. Not everybody got time to cheat. The shit is just real heartbroken. And I think that we're going to get into more and more as the show progresses, is the people that are involved when the cheating happens, depending on how well established the relationship is. If it's just you and her and you cheating, some people take it seriously. We now starting to notice women are unaliving their boyfriends for cheating now. I just heard a story of some young guy who tried to get it. She unalived him because he cheated. Some things are just not working, but the kids, the mama, the daddy, when the cheating can become serious. Listen, when a woman cheat, it's detrimental to the family.
So you consider the person celebrating because of the simple fact they don't want to move on. That's what you're saying.
Nope, I'm not saying that. Let me tell you something, my brother. You start off like this in a relationship. It goes like this. It goes like that. It goes like this. It goes like that. It's an up and down curve. Sometimes you wake up one morning saying, man, she can't even suck D good. And she can't cook. You just feeling like that for that reason, for that particular day. Yes, you are right. People, particularly in their relationships, start to feel like maybe I can do better. But I'm here to tell you, you can't do better. Because you want to know why? When you go out here, it's nothing but sharks and orangutans.
I was gonna say, who could do better? Do you think men think about that more, or women think about that more, or who I can do better?
I think both.
You are right. Both, but overwhelmingly, women think they can do better. But here's the problem: is women, when you already establish yourself for a man, and listen, I'm talking to you, women who got 2 kids, 3 kids, and has been with your nigga for a couple years. When you think you can leave him and go get somebody better, you'll be mistaken. Sometimes, like I said earlier in the conversation, sometimes women will get with a man hoping that he can be upgraded like a toy. He's going to be different. You got with him for a reason. You stay with him for a reason, and it's not going to where you come. Guys outside of your relationship, when they see you and they know you got kids and you've been with this dude, you're only going to have sexual escapades. You're for the streets. I'm telling you this. I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying to you. All you're going to have is a dry purse in a wet slit. And you're only going to hurt your kids even more.
I agree with you on that aspect, Hakeem. Women think they can. I'm gonna lean on towards women think they can do better. Is because men, they usually they stay in a relationship, they don't leave. And they feel like they're saying, this is my, like I say, marriage is like that. This is my wife, this is what I got. There's nobody better. But sometimes with women, if a man, it's be inconsistent or not doing what he's supposed to do, or he might be down, maybe he lose your job, and money might be not be good at the time. They be things like, yo, why am I with this dude? I think I can do better. And you can see the stats, women, they file more divorces than men do. Because they always think they can do better with somebody else, or they can do better by themselves.
Go ahead, brother. I want to comment. Go ahead.
No, because that women file for divorce. Yes, women do file for divorce, but men do also. Now, the percentage of men that do file for divorce, the number is not high, but men do file. Men do file because they always paint the narrative. It's always women going to court, ready to file. Men do the same exact thing. If a man find a woman that he really truly desire, he would leave that chick in a heartbeat. He would go ahead and file for that woman. So at the same time, I think women tend to be more open to the aspect when it comes to cheating. Some women say, no, I'm not. Chances are that most of the women are lying, because if you find out their man cheating, they will still stay with that man for more than 1 or 2 years. A study already been done. Like, women will stay with that man another 1 or 2 years, even after she found out the man cheated. The thing is, when a woman find out, when a man find out a woman cheat, a man be like, no, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I just can't do it. Like, he will find ways to lead the relationship. So it goes both ways. That's why I say this one is like because they both on the same scale. Like, you with the scale, both of them like close to even. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's kind of hard. Like, okay, who cheat the most? Because a lot of people say man cheat the most, because the studies show you, the data show you man cheat 30% of the time, but then the data also show the women cheat 28% of the time, which is only 2% less. So it's like close to even still.
There's more women than men out there too. So you can add that on. Like I said, Ron. But always women feel like men cheat more because they do this, they do that. No, that's not the case. It's really even, like you were saying. Go ahead, Pete.
But I'm being honest with you, but I think women do sacrifice more than men do. But go ahead again.
Now, I wanted to comment on this comment here with Elite Bellizosa said. He says detrimental for when the man cheat. Yes, the trust has been taken away, Elite Bellizosa. But do you know statistically, most men who cheat do not leave the house. The bills still get paid. You have a very few knuckleheads who might cheat and say, I'm going to go live with the side girl and stop paying. The house becomes detriment when a woman says she's found her new love and she wants to break up the family. Most men don't want to leave the house. I just got it in and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. Shit start to get complicated when you got a lot of dudes who get sloppy out here and start having kids outside of this stuff. You know what I mean? And that's when that situation comes into. Now, Gore said, adding the chance to contracting STZ and pregnancy, I'm good. I value my health, my peace of mind. People having casual sex and passing diseases like it's Tic Tacs. Facts.
But going on understand, sometimes you be the one in a relationship that's not even doing wrong, but it could be your significant other that's doing wrong, and you won't even know about. There's so many stories that happen time and time again. It's not even funny. It's too much. It's too much to count. But go ahead. I can give you.
No, definitely. Just hear me out. Say, luckily that we're able to work it back out. They didn't divorce, but I think we need to stand up and tell our friends not to do what they're thinking, because they might not be thinking straight. That is a fact. Funny enough, just hear me out. The guy who I was talking about, the first thing I recommend as a friend when somebody comes talk to me is counseling. I recommend 2 counseling. You got to go talk to your pastor, and then you got to go talk to a marriage counselor. Those are the 2 people I recommend. The third one is conditional, which I think helps a little bit more, which I know in Nigeria and African countries do this. And I could say some other things. We need to have a tribunal where it's your mother, your father, and his mother, his father. We all sit down as one and we start talking to start hashing that out. The problem is when situations arise, there's not a support system. Most of the time a woman gets cheated on, she's dealing with it by herself. Some women who get cheated on be the ones that alienated all their family members, and they're just by themselves at the house, suffering every day. What should I do? John cheated on me. What should I do?
What you saying? Women, some women get cheated on. They normally be by themselves. That's not true.
No. Meaning that they're dealing with it by themselves. Not saying that they don't have their friends and stuff but sometimes women get into a relationship and alienate everybody. Not saying they got rid of them, because we can go ask a lot of women who has been cheated on and did not tell nobody and dealt with it at the house by themselves.
Okay.
You see what I'm trying to say? I know that for a fact, because there's some people who I know who went through that. They told after it later, be like, yeah, that nigga stepped out on me, but we straighten that out. You see what I'm trying to say? Sometimes you'll get little inklings of sign before that even stepped out. But sometimes we live in a day and age where we think that what we're providing in a relationship is good enough. You got to remember, the way you got them is the way you keep them. You have to go above and beyond. Don't get me wrong. The relationship's going to get stale at times. Not stale to the point where you feel like, hey, time to pack my bags. It's time to go. And that's the issue. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with it. It's something like in a marriage. There's sometimes it can go like a roller coaster. It goes up and it goes down, goes up, it goes down. But the thing is like, you got to be consistent of what you do. You got to work hard on your relationship and marriage. And like I said, and once you build that, you feel more, confident in your relationship. You definitely have high respect for your partner. And loyalty too, that all mixed together into a relationship and marriage, and also do check-ins on a weekly basis or monthly basis, to check and see how your spouse is doing, mentally, how they doing, what are they going? Like I said, their goals might change. They might want to think of something new, because like I said. For me and my wife, like from about 10 years ago to right now, we think differently. We want different things, for ourselves personally, and it might change 10 years later when I'm 40. We might want something differently that we probably don't want in our 30s. As not talking about really personal goals of what we want and everything. We might think differently. Political wise, we might think differently. But the thing is like, y'all can agree on some stuff. Y'all could, y'all might be, or y'all can agree to disagree. And there's some people that there are some relationship of dealing with people. If let's say like me and my wife, we're both Democrat, and then 10, 15 years later, she's still a Democrat, and I became Republican. There's some people in that relationship. So there's some people who might, separate from that because they might think differently. But the thing is, it's like it's okay to think differently as long as you talk about it. You might agree on some stuff. You might not. You might disagree on some stuff. But as long as there's a respect level of how that person thinks, they'll be okay. But sometimes it might lead to either leaving or sometimes cheating as well.
Shout out to Beautiful Billions.
Shout out to Black Beauty. Black Beauty, shout out to you, sweetheart. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Shout out to you, man. I also know this new subscriber. I know Black Beauty, but shout out to her. I love black, beautiful women. See, that's why it's hard, man. She gonna cheat because, man, see, a black, beautiful woman is kind of hard. We look at it like, oh my God, women, beautiful women everywhere. I'm like, God made all these women. Hey, you telling me God don't want us to have more than one woman? Man, that's my debate. I would debate somebody to death with that because there's too many beautiful women.
And Ronnie, it seems like they coming every time they come on the show. It's like it's like they always come.
Yeah.
One by one.
See, I'd rather not cheat. I'd rather tell my wife I want an actual. See, that's a real man do. Real man tell his wife, like, listen, I want one more woman in this relationship. Are you down for it? That way he gotta go and ask. Just don't go out there and act sneaky. That will get you guys into a lot of trouble.
And a woman likes that you're open about it. You know, that it
Yeah, they do. Yep.
They know where once the love they sleep upon it. As long as you open about it and talk about it, like I said, it's always a possibility. Always. I'm not saying she might say no, I might say yeah, but it's always a possibility if you speak it out.
Man, how can you so close to the screen? What happened? You was gonna say something powerful? Go ahead.
No. No, I'm tweaking. Let's read some of these comments. Elite Belazou say, I think it depends on the area where you domicile. I know a lot of women with 5+ children who are married all have a few baby daddies.
Oh, wait a minute. We have a question. Question for Black Beauty. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. How do you tell your partner you're not interested, but it helps a lot? What do you mean? I'm trying to see what you mean. What does she mean, Hakeem, by that?
How do you tell your partner you're not interested? I think
helps a lot.
Yeah, I think she meaning that maybe when you're not like sexually attracted to them anymore. Is that what you mean, Black Beauty?
That's what I was thinking. That how do you tell your partner, but it helps out a lot. Because you know there's sometimes that I hear that a lot. That some people fall out of love. I don't know how that's even possible, but they say you be married over for 20 or they do a lot for them. But you know how some people, she say, yes, Hakeem. Yes, your breakdown, Hakeem, she say yes.
Yeah.
But because you know how sometimes people say they always fall out of love, they be in a relationship for a very long time, and then one day they wake up like, oh, I'm not attracted to you anymore. I don't want to be with you anymore. To me, I don't know. I've never been in that situation. I don't know. I gotta ask you guys, have you ever been in that situation? Because me personally, I've never been in that situation. Most of the women I'm with, I've always been attracted to them, like for a very long time. So I don't know. I gotta ask you guys that. Because I've been in a longer relationship than I have.
I want to coming from this point in Black Beauty. Do you plan on never aging? Does it just hit me out?
No, Black Beauty's married. She's married.
She's married. So Black Beauty, let me tell you something. Is what I said earlier. I don't know if you caught this, Black Beauty. The relationship is a curve. There has to be some things that are in a relationship where you might not be feeling that person at that moment. This is a long ride we're talking about. This is a long ride. And the thing about it is addressing it, but how you address it is the way you do it. And in trying to make your partner understand to say that, hey, we're not connecting. That's a beautiful way we say, what can we do to connect? And lots of time is the disconnection comes from working a lot of hours, not spending enough time. Jordan talks about it, checking in. Sometimes you and your nigga just need to date. Dating means that, hey, what you doing? Oh, I'm not doing nothing. Let's get in the car. We're going to ride to Dunkin' Donuts. That's a date. Oh, where we going? Let's go cross town to the Ross on the other town. You do not have to have money to spend time with your mate. People in different economical situations can do different things to make their relationship last, or you try to love the person you with. Because what you're feeling is only short term. Go ahead.
She said, oh, the sex is lame.
The sex is lame because you're not investing into it. There has to be one thing I know about women, when the sex is bad, is a mental thing. There's something your husband is doing that would make you not love the sex. Let's say it's a lot of people out here with garbage deep and their wives love them. Lots of time it's a mental thing. Go ahead, my brother. You're on mute.
You're on mute, Jordan. Jordan, you're on mute.
Oh, my bad. I was wondering on Black Beauty. In the beginning of the relationship, was the sex good, or was the sex, decent at the time, or was it good and started trying to come back?
She said, yeah. She said, yes, I do, but he doesn't. So that means he's just not a sexual. Because there's some guys that are not very a sexual person. They are some man. They just not a sexual person. They cannot connect. Especially if a woman is a Scorpio type of woman. A woman that's a Scorpio type of woman, your sex drive got to be 100. If your woman is a Scorpio, a Leo, Virgo, or Cancer, your sex game got to be 100. Like you have to be a very sexual person. If not, I would rather tell that man to go seek a sex therapist so they can show you some things. Because I think if a man's is weak in that area, he need to go see somebody. I was gonna say he should watch porn, but porn is not really a good or Capricorn, right? Elite Bezos. If he's not if you don't watch porn, because porn is a bad example because they pretty much acting. They should go see a sex therapist.
Yeah,
I would say this, like, because there's sometimes, like I said, sex can be rocky like this. But there's sometimes that a man, he like to say that the sex might be good, but the thing is, it's like, it might be, it's like, he might be working too much, and then, like I said, and it might get rocky, all that type of stuff. I'll tell you what my wife does, and she does this all the time, and it works. So what I do is I always find my wife, sexy lingerie, from Savage Fenty, Rihanna stuff. And I usually buy like once or twice a month, keep keep it sexy, I don't know if your man do that because I feel like, oh, you're not married. So
that's sorry, Black Beauty. I didn't know you was married. I thought you was married. My apologies.
So what I would try to do is, like I say, I don't know if you like the way like wear sexy lingerie or something like that, maybe talk to him about it, maybe buy you sexy lingerie, maybe spruce it up or something like that, and maybe they can turn around because I know, like I say, if I come home, I want to wear something sexy, she's wearing nice, and it's time, baby, it's time.
Listen, I took my hat off because I'm coming from the jugular. Now, before we get there, just hear me out. Say some things. I don't want not to go over this. First, he said, okay, you're talking about sex versus attraction. The differences. My comment must apply. He also asked Black Beauty. He's asking you this: did something happen to him physically? Get him some pills. She says she's a Sagittarius. I'm a Sag too.
I don't recommend pills because pills could be dangerous, especially if you have a bad heart.
Let me tell you something. There's this underlying thing we don't want to talk about. When the sex get bad for a woman, does he find you attractive enough? I'm going there. I'm about to go there. Listen. I'm about to go there.
But the thing is, the only thing is about Hakeem about the attraction though, because there's some guys that they fat women. Sorry, not fat women, but obese type women.
Oh, but here's
and they
the
get
thing.
on.
What if when you got your girl, she was a certain way and she got different later? Men go, listen, Jordan said this earlier, we're visual creatures. Did you gain weight? Did you stop sucking the D? Like, there's a bunch of things that could happen. We don't know what your situation might be. You got to have that tough conversation, and you got to hear it and don't be hurt when he tells you. Because here's the thing. Most men are not going to tell the truth when it comes to having sex with somebody. Because we know the backlash that comes with being honest when it comes to this. So you don't find me attractive enough? Is the pH balance too much for you? We need to go there. Because sometimes you say the sex is whack. What if he's not finding you attractive enough? Oh,
but I want to ask you a question. Have you ever talked to your women like that? Do you ever had those tough conversations?
I'll never say that. I'm not crazy.
my point exactly. My point exactly.
Listen. That's
my point exactly. How you gonna say how that conversation? You don't have that conversation.
Listen. Hey, listen. Just hear me out is on the same level. If he does not have a death wish, I'm not crazy.
I don't know. I think I'm more bold. I would have a conversation with my girl if she's lacking in that area. I will tell her. I think I will tell her before I go out there and get it for somebody else. I think you should let the person know.
You want to know what I think it is? I think sometimes there's certain things you can say and there's certain things you can't say, and I think things is going to work itself out at times. But the problem is, due to the fact that our women we're not able to say the things we want to say. They can say it, but we can't. We have to maneuver ways to make it be like, hey, I want you to do this. You know what I'm saying?
She said she's not interested.
All you gotta do is don't be over aggressive with it. So once you're assertive with it, it should be fine. Be assertive direct with it, should be fine. And if you take the other way, so be it. To me, so be it. But I mean, to me, you have to say in a certain way that she has to get it. You know, even if it hurts her feelings. If it hurts her feelings, that's totally fine. Because you're expressing yourself with how you feel. Just don't be so over aggressive with it. Just make sure you're direct with it. That's all I'm saying.
Because listen, she said, I'm not interested. See, this is where it begins. Because she said she's not interested anymore. I just don't know how to tell her. That's when a woman starts cheating.
Yes.
Because she don't tell him, and then she cheat on him. And that's what, I'm being honest, that's why a lot of men are deleting a lot of women. Because women, I think you need to start telling these men the truth. Stop hiding it and be like, oh, I'm not interested anymore. And you got him being excited, thinking y'all still interested, and he's going out there cheating. You going out there talking to somebody else, getting it in.
I'll tell you this, Black Beauty, if you like the man, you respect the man, you have to tell him. You know, he has to know everything. Even though he might think it hurts him, you still gotta let him know so he can get the information and he can process it the way he feels he need to process it. It can be good. He needs to know.
I love Gore comment. Gore always come in with the slap. Be like, bam.
He says, we prioritize the wrong thing. I know there's more and more. Couples don't even enjoy each other's company. It's a sad thing to say someone dread coming.
There we go. That's the right Black Beauty. Black Beauty, I got confused. Both of y'all had the same name. I got confused. That's the Black Beauty that's married. That's the one that's married. This new Black Beauty is a new subscriber, but that one is married. That one is married. Black Beauty, now she would tell her man if he's bad in bed. She's not gonna hold back one bit. She's gonna tell him.
Listen,
that's what she's supposed to do.
I want to go. Yeah.
No, I was saying that's what you're supposed to do. Like I said, if your man's not doing what he's supposed to do, let him know.
Just if y'all say false.
but listen, I wanna go back to what Gore said because I think his thing is important. I think
it's mic drop.
It was a mic drop. I think that a lot of us are very sexual beings, and I think we do focus on the wrong thing. I think that there's a time and place for sex. As you get older, the importance doesn't matter anymore. As an older man, I remember when I was in my 20s, it was getting in them guts. It was wedging between thighs. But as I'm older now, I would love to sit at a cabin, enjoy coffee with somebody. Yeah, we can get the shaboinging later on. We can get the shaboing-boinging later on at night.
You know what, Hakeem? I think it should be important. I think it should be important because the number one aspect of a woman, she always say, if the sex is not there, I'm not staying. Which I think it's cap anyway. They're gonna stay, but they're gonna have a do on the side. They're gonna get that sexual feeling from, and that's when it's dangerous.
Look what Black Beauty say. No holding back. If we stick it together, it's forever.
Yeah, Black Beauty don't play. Yeah.
So Black Beauty. Black Beauty number 2, since she came second. Black Beauty number 2. Would you be with somebody with garbage D for the rest of your life? Let me put the hat back on.
Married, so she'll give you that answer right now. Hopefully your husband's not watching. The other Black Beauty is not married.
He said exactly. See how the libido calmed down? Now we have actually like each other at this age.
See, look, sex is important to me. See, Elite Bella Zoe is keeping it 100. She said, no, sir, sex is still important to me. I'm older. And she's Haitian, but she's telling you she needed sex.
And I'm telling you, when a woman gets older, she wants sex more.
You better go to the gym. You better go to the gym. You better drink some vitamin water. You better drink some coconut water. You better drink some watermelon water because they is not playing with like Jordan said, the older they get, your sex game better be on point. Or they're gonna cheat.
You gotta keep yourself in steady. You gotta make sure you eat right. Once you get older, you definitely gotta eat better because, like I said, your body starts to wear down a little bit. But yeah,
I need some protein shakes.
Eat right.
Hakeem, you need fruits and veggies, the papayas.
Yes.
I kid you, Haitian man. Your dad know he could tell him to tell you the remedies. My dad told me the remedy. Your dad's supposed to tell you the remedy on what to do to keep your Johns going.
But listen, we need to ask all the ladies in the comment, will they stay with somebody who have garbage D?
Look, Black Beauty said, I'm the only certified Black Beauty in these streets, which she is. Which is why my name is start with A. Look, I keep A. She's the number one. A.
Yeah, and sex is very important to him. He's Nigerian. Ooh.
There you go. But Black Beauty is Scorpio though, so she good. She good. She's naturally sexual.
Oh, listen, people on Instagram, Dr. Noja says sex is very important. Get you a blue pill. That's what he said.
No, you don't want the blue pill. That's just it's not good for your heart. I keep saying.
No, I'm ready. Hey, I'm ready. You take what's the other pill? The goat weed, the natural substance. What's it called?
Which one? I don't know. I don't really use it. So you asking the wrong guy.
It's all natural stuff. It's called goat weed. It keeps the thing strong.
I think you talking about Golden Seal.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah, Golden Seal. Yeah. You.
That's a new one. That's a new one.
Yeah,
it's all natural. It's all
natural. You got Golden Seal.
That's what they say. That's what they say. And that y'all probably got cocaine in there or something in there. Y'all got y'all going like crazy.
Hey, Black Beauty said keep the lemon water by the bed. She said keep that lemon water by the bed.
Yeah.
And look, go and say what is lemon? Go and say what is lemon water? What is lemon water for? Good question. I don't know.
Hey, for men, I'm gonna tell you this: once you get older, you might get not strange, but you might get what's the word? I'm sorry, I'm tired, I'm sleepy. You might get cramps, and like the older man do it, said you might get cramps. There's something that's a solution for that, and I take it like when I work on everything, when I do cardio. Pickle juice can work in 2 to 3 minutes. If a man start getting cramps, when you start getting cramps, you drink like a shot of pickle juice, 3 minutes, you're good to go. I'm telling you, pickle juice, it has like good sodium, it releases your cramps immediately.
My dad told me before you get it in, you're supposed to drink like papaya juice or of course papaya juice is really good. It's really good for your blood. So it gives the man the strength he needs. I'm saying them Haitian man knows the remedies, man. They be like, they'll tell you straight up like how to keep your John healthy, looking good. So please you, it will have the woman please. You get what I'm saying? So Charlie Horse.
Yeah, Charlie Horse. There you go.
Your boy Grammy Del Santos is on Instagram. Shout outs to Grammy on Instagram.
Oh, Grammy? Yeah, what's going on, man?
Unfazed clothing.
That's what people want to play back. That was it. But shout out to the people, man. They say Charlie Horse, Ginger. Yeah, Ginger is good too. Ginger is really good.
Ginger's good.
Especially if you eat it raw.
Yeah. Or you just get your man hyped enough. You just get him hyped and be like,
Yes, Haitian and African men. Yeah, you see A Black Beauty, you see her husband is Nigerian, so they already know the remedy to keep the thing nice and healthy. So man, if you have any issue in that area department, go to your Haitian man. He knows the remedy. Or an African man, they'll tell you the remedy to get your thing looking good without taking no pills. See, Black Beauty said it. Yep, watermelon. Right. That's another one with the seed.
So they know what it is. They know what it is. But
see, the women know. See, Hakeem women know, but look, they will never tell a man. They will never tell a man on how to get his John in the right shape so she don't cheat.
They want you to already be ready. They want you to be strapping like a young buck. Be like, let's get it. Giggity. You know what I'm saying? They want you to be like giggity. You know what I'm saying? All right, man.
Yeah, but anyhow, any closing remarks? Hey, this was fun. I like it. I like it. It's getting a woman engaged. And you having good, you having a good old time.
Yeah, and Grammy laughing. Grammy laughing. Unfazed laughing.
Oh man, go ahead. Any closing remarks?
Hey, my final thoughts: if you're in a relationship, in a marriage, and you thinking about the stuff that's a problem in a relationship, sex, communication, everything. Make sure you guys talk to each other. If you, like I said, if it's not working, make sure like I'll go. I keep it said, make sure you got a pastor, talk to your pastor, or talk to a marriage counselor.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you start going out cheating, that can end a lot of stuff. That ends the respect for one another. So I advise you, if there's an urge or something about you want to, talk to another man and something's not working out in a relationship, make sure y'all communicate with each other. It's very, very important to communicate with each other because when you're in a relationship, you gotta find a solution. Always find a solution to how you can fix it. That's my final thoughts on it.
No, but I think, like I said, with a relationship, it does play a good part with the communication. Without the communication being there, it leaves open room for anybody to cheat, man or woman. It don't really. It's no way between the box. I think man has to learn how to communicate better when it comes to his partner, and not just talk to her the same way you talk to your homeboys. And I think that's another issue man has when it comes to communication. I used to do it too. I used to talk to a woman like she's my homegirl. I mean my homeboy, and she's not. Women, you got to deal with them with a different spectrum and a different level. And the same way with women. Women need to know how to communicate with men, because some women just don't know how to communicate. They think by telling a man good morning is communication. No, that's not communication to a man. A man always want to know what's down the middle, what is going on. Tell us what it is. Don't make everything a secret. Because soon you make everything a secret, in our mind, we thinking you're cheating. That's my final thought. Go ahead.
Yeah, Grammy on Instagram he said, let me in. He said, let me in.
Oh, you said let him in?
Yeah, let him in. No. Figure of speech, like with the girl, with his, with the woman.
Yeah, I understand what he's saying.
Oh, okay. And before I get my final remark, just hear me say, should I stop calling my wife bro? Yes. Should. Please just hear me out. Do not call her bro.
I think he's joking, right? Yo, you joking?
He got to be joking. And you got to use some term of endearment like bae, honey, sweetheart, sweetlicious, boonopolis, and A Black Beauty, Yoruba. You're 100%. So love, bro.
No, he said nah. I can't. He's being serious.
He said, I was not being serious. He said I was not.
I was not being serious. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's out calling. I'm about to say. I was like, whoa.
Listen, Grammy say let him in to talk. Grammy, we about to the show about to close. Grammy, we on YouTube.
Yeah, because he's on Instagram.
He's on Instagram. We on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, he's streaming it. So here's my thing: date your mate. Find ways to date him.
No, but hold on. Tell Gam to set up hit up Jordan, and then we'll set up a show.
Grammy, did you hear what Graham? Did you hear what Ronnie said? Hit up Jordan, and we let us know when you're free, and you'll come on the next show.
Yeah, and we'll talk about it. It'll be a part 2.
Yeah, we'll have a part 2. So my point is, date your mate. Love on your mate. Don't try to make it over and grand and make it big. He say, okay, Mimo Fight Pump, and just love on them and just work away from there. That's my take.
Yeah, and this is why I would say it's very important to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. And also remember, go in the community tab. In the community tab, there's a KL Culture Radio t-shirt. Prince King New Bud, the Black Glove. Go over there and support the platform. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to A Black Beauty. Shout out to Black Beauty. Shout out to Just Hear Me Out. Shout out to Gold Elite Bella Zoe. Shout out to you, sweetheart. I'm trying to see. Urban Noise was here, of course. Ken Dog, of course, shout out to you. Shout out to Jabari. Today is his birthday. Shout out to Jabari. Today is his birthday. He's not here right now. He's going out there celebrating his birthday. But
Come on.
shout out to my homeboy. He's getting old. He's getting old. But shout out to him. Today's his birthday. So I know he's out with his lovely wife. So we love you, bro. Blessing and abundance to you, and many more to come. Shout out to Gam. Gam, you've been gone for a little while. Make sure you hit up Jordan.
Gam, where you been at? Fort Pierce?
Oh no, bro. Yeah, he just bought a house. He just bought a house. The man doing big things. That's what I like to hear, man. We doing big things out here. Yeah, he got married. He's married. Yeah, he's married.
The Chaos Culture Radio gang is a married gang, and that's what we telling people.
Yeah, it's my turn. It's our turn too. Hakeem, it's time for us to get married. Yeah, Gam, one of the subscribers named Gore said congratulations on your marriage, and also you do house.
Oh, he's in Fort Myers. Congratulations on your marriage.
Congrats. You got a nice home, a nice, lovely home. So, that's what I'm saying. Like, as men, we're going to put in the work. That's why I say, as soon as a man gets married, our mind is on a different level. That's why I say, for at least for one experience lifetime, I think a man should be married at least one time. He should have at least that one experience of marriage. That's just my opinion. Just so he can see and experience. We date around. Why not just get married one time? So that's why I say it's very important to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you guys for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. Shout out to the Heat. Heat close it out tonight. We over and out. Peace.
He said hurry up. Sugar Bun will not be in the market forever. If it's up to Sugar Bun, I need to make 200,000.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Right, we out.
Peace.